Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the Awakened Jenn Tarot. I am so thankful to each and every one of you for joining me today. If you are new here, my name is Jennifer Halliburton. I'm a Soulful Revolution certified tarot reader, spiritual advisor, and healing and manifestation coach. And it is my honor to help others gain clarity, guidance, and insights on their path of ascension. In today's video, we will be doing a tarot reading combined with channeled messages for the collective. Please keep in mind this is a collective reading. Only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you would like to manifest a more specific message into the reading, please subscribe, like, and comment, as these are forms of energetic transference that can help me connect more directly to your energy and channel more specifically to your situation. Thank you again for tuning in. I hope you enjoy the reading. Hello, everyone, and welcome to your reading. This is Jennifer Halliburton with the Awakened Jenn Tarot, and today I was feeling called to do a reading about a masculine that is in deep contemplation about his next steps ahead in love. He's feeling very pulled to this specific feminine's energy, but as of yet, he is still not ready to make his move. So let's find out what is really going on with this masculine, and let's see what actions they might take towards the feminine. All right, so before we get started, I want us to take 3 deep breaths together and do the invocation to call in the spirit team. So breathe in. That's 1. Breathe in. That's 2. Breathe in. That's 3. I now call in my angels, archangels, ascended masters, my higher self, and guardian angels to please enter this present space and time. I call upon Archangel Michael to place a bubble of protection around us. Only beings of the highest vibration of pure love and light may enter in. So be it. All right, so I've gone ahead and pulled out the cards. And so let's just go ahead and start putting this message together about this masculine energy that is in deep contemplation right now about his next steps in love. All right, so I've pulled from the Hidden Truth Oracle, the Romance Angel Oracle, the Light Seers Tarot, and the Art of Manifestation Oracle. So we're going to start with the Hidden Truth Oracle. So what is going on in this masculine's brain right now? We have, it was my fault, but I blamed you. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. So someone has been in very, very deep contemplation for sure. I lost myself for a little while. All right, so that tells me that you are likely in separation with this person. This person is at a distance from you, and that they lost themselves for a little while. They might have done some things that they are not quite so proud of, and it's left you kind of confused about where you even stand in this connection. And so with the Romance Angel Oracle, we have the overall energy that this person is feeling right now is a lot of passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And so they are feeling very drawn to this connection. It's just almost like they just cannot get this connection out of their mind. And that's part of what's got them in this contemplation of really looking back and seeing, it was my fault. I know that I'm the one that, did the things that kind of got us in the situation that we're in right now. And I didn't admit it. I didn't want to look at it yet. But, I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing it very clearly. And that's the spiritual lesson. Thank you so much for the spiritual lesson. I have grown and evolved just from what you've been able to show me through the mirror that you are in this connection. All right. So with the tarot, in the past, So this person has really been working on their manifestations. They're understanding how very powerful they are. And I think one of the things that this person didn't even realize is that they were manifesting consciously or subconsciously. They were manifesting all the time. They're actually very powerful manifestors. And so whatever they were spending most of their thoughts on, that's what was rapidly manifesting in their life. So I'm getting a lot of self-fulfilling prophecies. So they thought certain things were going to happen. And so they just kind of almost created the right environment for these things to happen. We're coming back to this. It was my fault, but I blamed you. They're really understanding how very, very powerful they were, even in this connection, in that they self sabotaged, but yet they were blaming you the whole time and not realizing that it was actually them that got them in this situation. But I think they're getting it. They're definitely getting it now. So in the present, we have, yeah, there's the passion. We have the devil. They are feeling very, very pulled, very, very, this is just like the desire is so strong. And they're not really able, like I said, to get this out of their head. This is just all they can really think about. They're completely consumed by this desire, this passion. They are moving to the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands, that is the end of a cycle. That's the end of a long, drawn out, painful cycle. But they still have some work to do. And so this also tells me that their walls are still up. They've probably been very beaten and battered on this process. And so, they may still have some scars showing. They may still have just some rough edges that, still have to be worked through. And so the advice at this time is the Ten of Wands. And so the Ten of Wands is about knowing what is your responsibility and what is not your responsibility. Learning how to say no, learning, just only to take on what is actually yours. And so I think that, like, even as I'm explaining this, that if the feminine is listening to this situation, that she's almost going into this people pleaser mode of like, oh, but I can help him. I can help him. I understand. Because remember, you're the one who taught him the spiritual lesson. So you do kind of understand what it was that happened. The one that it was my fault, but I blamed you. You understand where he went wrong, and you're not even doing it in a judging kind of way. Like, I'm not actually blaming where this says it was my fault, but I blamed you. You're not throwing blame, you're throwing understanding. You have a lot of understanding, compassion for everything that this person has been through. And again, they've been through a whole lot, is what this card is showing me. They've really been through a whole lot, and they're realizing how much of it really was their own doing, just their own subconscious, unconscious doing. And so that's the spiritual lesson that you really brought to them, is that they're seeing how their own actions and their own thoughts are shaping their own reality, how their own perception of what's happening to them is also shaping their reality. And so just the biggest advice I'm getting from this is for them to figure out. This is their lesson. This is their burdens. You can't jump in and fix this. They've got to come to this place of the full release of all of those things that have been holding them back for so long. They've got to come to that on their own. Um, Before I get to the art of manifestation, I want to just go ahead and ask, so what does this situation look like? No, no. I want to ask, what is this person trying to manifest in at this time? We have the Wheel, the Nine of Swords, and the King of Wands. So with the Wheel, this is something that is destined to be on their path. It's something that they feel is destined to be on their path. This is something that they feel is very fated for them. And with the Nine of Swords, they put a lot of stress and sleepless nights into this. It's something that they are very, very concerned about. Like, they've put a lot, this is where most of their thoughts are. What they're manifesting right here is where most of their thoughts are. And this feels connected with some sort of project that they're working on. With the King of Wands, that is an entrepreneurial spirit. So this could be some sort of self-employment. This could be some sort of new job, new business that they've tried to put out. And that's the thing that they're the most stressed about right now, the thing that they're trying to manifest right now. That's where most of their focus is on this right here. And it's actually in this rebuilding their confidence too, because that's another part that I'm picking up is that this person's confidence got hit very hard, and so they're in this process of rebuilding their confidence. And I think part of this is part of what's helping to bring that confidence back. And that confidence may have been part of what had caused them to pull back, and part of the whole self-fulfilling prophecy. They may have sat there and said all of these things about themselves because of their lack of confidence, because of their insecurities. And so they were saying, this is never going to work out. I'm never going to be able to do this. These things are never going to come together for me. And they made themselves, I'm getting very prickly. That's what I'm getting, is just they made themselves very prickly, hard to be around. And so it caused all of these people to start pulling back, and then that caused them to feel some sort of way. And it just led to all of these subconscious reactions that all kind of set off this domino effect that led to them losing out on something that really meant a lot to them. But it was all them, starting the whole domino effect to begin with. What does this situation look like in 1 week? We have the moon, which we do have the full moon in Aquarius on Monday. We have the Queen of Wands, in which King of Wands, Queen of Wands is a divine pair right there. And then the High Priestess. And so there's something here that I feel like that is an inner knowing about knowing that this is coming. With the moon, it is about facing their fears. So they are going to come, and finally, I think this is the part right here. This is where the completion is coming in. This moon is helping them to see their fears for the illusions that they really are. And so, I mean, that's the thing with the full moons, is like they bring in light into the darkness. They bring light to the darkness. And so this person has really seen into the hidden realms within themselves and done a lot of inner self-reflection with this full moon energy. And it's causing them to bring out that confidence. And maybe it's not the full King of Wands confidence, but this is definitely this woman. She knows what she wants. She goes after it and she gets it. And she doesn't even have to really try anymore. It's just like she won't settle for less than what she knows that she deserves, but she's going after it because she knows that she has something of value to offer to this world. And she has just all of these gifts and talents that she wants to share. She's very dynamic. And so I just feel like this energy of just like, everything that you want coming to you in this moment of, 1 week after we've faced our fears and really went and looked into those the shadow aspects. And there's something here that we do kind of know about this, that we do know that this is coming together once we kind of get back into this energy right here. All right. So, best move forward at this time is the Four of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. So the four energy is angelic guidance and protection. And with the Four of Cups, this is about missed opportunities. And so don't get so focused over here. And this is something that I feel like that they had done. This was one of the lessons that they really needed to learn, not to be so focused on all of the things that aren't going right in your life and all of the cups that have been used up and all of the empty things, the empty promises, all of this, and just keeping your focus solely on here to where you do miss out on the real opportunities when they show up. The opportunity is coming in, and this is coming in as the literal hand of God giving you this cup of gold, this cup of rainbows and happiness and beauty. And so the guidance is this Seven of Pentacles. This is about fresh start energy. This is about we're planting new seeds. We're building a whole new foundation. So this is a new start coming in that's bringing in a lot of celebration and long-term commitment. This is a marriage card. So I do feel like that, if we can look at this, get our focus off of, all the parts that didn't work, all the parts that didn't go right, and just see the gift for what it is. Open up our eyes to this new opportunity and really put our efforts into that. We do have something very beautiful and positive coming. All right, so I'm going to close this out with the Art of Manifestation Oracle. And so, what can we do to help bring our manifestations in? And it's leadership. We all lead by example, our words and actions presenting a role model to everyone that we come into contact with. This card asks you to take an ownership of your personal leadership qualities and to align your thoughts, words, and actions with everything that you wish to see in the world. And so instead of putting all of our focus on what we don't want and what we don't like about our lives, we're putting our focus back on the things that we're trying to bring in. It's really understanding what this manifestation energy really is, what that really looks like. And, the energy that you have to be in and the awareness that you need to be in order to really bring your full manifestations in. And so, in order to be the most effective manifester, you have to be conscious enough to know how manifesting works and that it's based off of the most predominant thoughts that you're having combined with the feelings that you're having. So, like, you can't just be in this low vibration state and just continue, okay, I'm going to purposefully think good thoughts. I'm going to purposefully think happy thoughts. But yet you're also in this low vibrational energy, it's got to align itself in both of those ways. And so, what do I mean? How do you get in the right energy? So, like, just keeping your thoughts positive and like noticing, catching yourself when those thoughts start going to those negative places, when you start feeling your mood going down. And we're not talking about toxic positivity. There are times when we're supposed to feel the heaviness energy. We're supposed to process our way through that and alchemize it into something that is positive, but not just dismiss it or ignore that it was even there. So there's a difference, and I'm trying to just make sure that you're understanding though what manifestation, the energy that you have to be in manifestation, because if you don't fully believe it, you're not going to convince the universe that you believe something if your own energy is speaking otherwise. So you have to come in the full belief that as you are doing your manifestations, as you're putting these thoughts out there, these are the things that I'm wanting to bring into my life. This is the life that I'm wanting to live. You have to also have a level of belief inside of yourself that this could really happen. And that's where this person really did go wrong. That's the spiritual lesson that they had to learn, is because they had those thoughts, the negative belief, the self-limiting beliefs that just kept overriding the positive thoughts that were coming up. And so that's the message here, that like, learn that lesson. Make sure you understand that lesson very well, that your thoughts are creating your reality. That is the power of your manifestation, is the power of your thoughts. But it's more than just purposefully thinking the good thoughts. You've got to make sure that your whole energy, your own belief system, is also expressing that same energy as well. You can't say one thing and think that your energy is going to be expressing the same thing if it's not your actual belief. If you don't actually believe that this thing could actually happen for you, your energy won't speak that. It will speak what you actually believe on that subconscious level. So that's why it's important to do the shadow work, to do the inner work, and even see what's in there. What are those beliefs in there? Because those are the things that are holding you back from your manifestations. But I do feel like this person has recognized that. This person has come into this place and they are leading the way. They're taking ownership of their own life. They're not in that disempowered state anymore. They're understanding it was my fault, but I blamed you. So they're understanding where their role was in this. All right, so that's a great place to close out. I hope you found value in this. And if you did, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. And if you would like to see more content like this, you can share it with more people. Again, comment, like, subscribe. That helps me to know. No, that helps the algorithm. Sorry, helps the algorithm to know to keep pushing this out to more people. It helps to grow my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. All right. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you next time.